Hello and welcome to our Silent Hill playthrough. And so it begins. Before we get to that next bit, it's quite nice that the game just drops you straight into it. The game doesn't really have an intro other than you wake up. You have to actually watch before the start screen to find out why you're there.
Well, it's not really even a why you're there, it's just sort of a telling you that you're going somewhere.
Yeah, you just kind of arrive, unlike the film, which mucks around for a quarter of an hour before you get here.
The quarter of an hour, 20-minute intro of the young actress screaming home Silent Hill gratuitously. But anyway.
I forgot how much of this wasn't voiced.
Yeah.
Cheryl? Is that Cheryl?
There's some voicing.
Yes, there's occasional voice acting.
Where are you going? Hey, wait! Stop!
Just running off into the ridiculous amounts of fog.
Yes, the fog, which was cleverly, or obviously, used to show no popping. Although you can see a little bit because of the way I'm running it through an emulator this time. The game starts very, very simply. You simply follow your daughter. Beware of dog, wise advice. Actually, the game starts off quite quickly with gore and horror. There's, you might recognise that angle from the movie. It starts quite quickly, unlike Silent Hill 2, which takes a long time to build up with anything.
The long walking and...
You see some blood quite quickly, and we get this, you may have seen this from the movie moment as well. And with those two scenes, any similarities between the game and movie are over.
There's a couple more. There's the guy up on the fence. We'll see him in a minute.
Oh, right.
But yeah. I love the strange camera angles as if the inexplainable wheelchair.
Very Hitchcock. Not the wheelchair, I mean the camera angles are very Hitchcock.
But it's as you say, a very simple introduction in a lot of ways, but it's quite good for all that the game hasn't aged very well.
Also, it's a very traditional horror game in that the main character goes, "What? What's that? What's this?" Like every 5 seconds at the beginning. Very good music cues here as well.
Yeah, and more blood.
He's about to say, "What is this again?"
What is this? What's going on here?
And then the game just kind of throws enemies at you right at the beginning. Oh, creepy little things. Also, you might note that we're playing the NTSC version of Silent Hill. In the PAL version, they aren't pleasant. Well, they aren't pleasant, but they're also not present.
Yeah.
Our player looks a little nonplussed, but don't worry, that was supposed to happen.
Was it the classic, it was just a dream? Or was it?
Or was it?
Yes.
Was I dreaming?
How do you feel?
Oh, like I've been run over by a truck. But I'm alright, I guess.
Glad to hear it. You from around here? Why don't you tell me what happened?
Wait a second, I'm just a tourist. I came here for a vacation. I just got here. I don't know.
So now we're
happened.
told why he's here.
I'd like to find out myself.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen a little girl? Just turned 7 last month. Short, black hair.
I've often wondered why the stress is in that. Is it that his daughter's short with black hair? Or is it that she has short black hair?
Because he says it slightly differently each time as well.
I'd tell you if I knew, believe me. But from what I can tell, something bizarre's going on. That's all I know. What's your name?
I think it's the two parts of the game that haven't aged well. The dialogue sounds stilted and separately recorded, probably because it was stilted and separately recorded.
Yeah, and they don't say a lot of words.
The next town over.
And the graphics look pretty bad. Like I say, this is emulated. I'll talk more about that later.
I'm going back to
but it's to create a better blend and to make it look a little bit better.
Hold it. Where do you think you're going?
My daughter. I've got to find her.
No way. It's dangerous out there.
In that case, I need to find her now. Cheryl's my little girl. I can't just leave her out there by herself.
Have you got a gun?
No.
Which is a turn up for the books in the video game.
Take this, and hope you don't have to use it. Now listen to me. Before you pull the trigger, know who you're shooting.
Which is a turn up for a video game.
Unless you have to.
Yes, it takes it a lot more seriously.
And don't go blasting me by mistake.
And to be fair, over the course of the games, you don't really want to shoot lots of things willy-nilly.
Especially not Sybil.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You do best to stay nearby. I'll be back with help as quick as I can.
As an aside, actually, I was going to say I quite like the Sybil in this, as opposed to I didn't like what they did with her in the reimagining Shattered Memories, because I got that she was different depending on how you were playing it, but like I thought they did the hard-ass cop stereotype too much.
Yes, it's quite nice in this that she's
more just like a normal person.
Yeah, she's very much just a person. She's still a policewoman, obviously, and she's trying to help Harry out. She gives him a gun, which admittedly I can't imagine a real police officer doing, but we just go with the video game logic.
Acquired a map. Oh, I think we caught a sneak peek of something out the window, didn't we?
Yes, it was very subtle.
It was.
Actually, it wasn't that subtle.
No,
Was it that subtle?
It wasn't. It was a bit quick, but
I like the way the game lets you examine the radio, but not do anything with the radio, because it's not yet time.
Kitchen knife.
Which is useless. The immortal lines.
What's that? Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio?
Dramatic music and everything.
I was worried we weren't going to figure out how to shoot there.
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
Now you can pick up the radio.
Yeah. Which is a touch sneaky. I mean, you could have had it on you and then went to leave and it could have went crazy too.
Oh, I like the way they introduced everything.
Either or approach might have been good, but yeah.
And that was the first episode, and we'll find out what happens when he actually leaves the cafe next time.